where was I? It's been a rough couple of weeks, and I just don't mean work, trucking, just life in general has been rough to me the last couple of weeks. That's why you haven't seen much of me. There's your train for today. Army train. All right, good morning, Monday morning. We're over here in Louisville. I picked up a military load on Thursday. I got over to Louisville and I found I had a problem. I had a carrier bearing go bad. Carrier bearing supports the drive shaft, and because this drive shaft is so long, you see the back of the truck there, that's the front of the truck. It has two carrier bearings. There's one there, and there's one right down there. So anyway, this one was bad. I've never done a carrier bearing before. I watched a lot of YouTube videos to figure out how to do it. Got real lucky. The inner race for the carrier bearing came off really easy. This is the inner race for the carrier bearing. So got lucky there. Brad from Flat Out Trucking come to help me. There's his feet right there. Say hi, Brad. There he is. That's Brad, Flat Out Trucking. He's over here in Mercer also. Had to buy a big gun. Bought a 3/4 inch impact from Harbor Freight, and this little joker got that nut off that's up inside there. So it was a learning experience. I've never done a carrier bearing. I didn't know if I'd be able to do it or not, but got it done. All right, good morning. It's about 2:30 in the morning. We're at the weigh station near Franklin, Kentucky. Got the truck fixed yesterday. It's Tuesday morning. We were supposed to be down in Savannah, Georgia, Fort Stewart yesterday, but we had a few setbacks with the broken truck. That carrier bearing was in pretty bad shape, and I'm actually kind of upset with myself for not catching it. Army called yesterday. They're looking for their truck, so we're going to deliver their truck tomorrow morning. Everything else looks pretty good back here. I did wash the truck yesterday. I always feel better when I have a clean truck. Dorsey trailers looking good. So we got a long day today. We got to get through Nashville. We got to get through Chattanooga. We got to get through Atlanta, and then we'll get down there to Savannah, Georgia. All right, we made it down here to hot Atlanta. We're getting ready to get on that 285 bypass. Make sure I get on the right one.
1,000 feet. Use the second from the left lane to take the I-285 west ramp to Birmingham, Tampa. The second from the left lane to take the I-285 west ramp, then keep right. Keep right. Continue for half a mile. Quarter mile, merge onto I-285.
here is trucks trying to get on I-20.
In 1.5 miles, use the left lane to take exit 10A for I-20 East, Ralph David Abernathy Freeway toward Atlanta.
Google Maps is trying to send me on I-20 through town to go get on 75. Because Google Maps doesn't know I'm in a truck. Once we get past I-20 here, it'll open up just a little bit. It won't be quite as bad.
In a 1/4 mile, use the left lane to take exit 10A for I-20 East, Ralph David Abernathy Freeway toward Atlanta.
All right, good morning. There's a plane flying overhead. Where is it at? There it is. It's always noisy here. We're over here in Louisville. Hang on. Big 747. We're over here in Louisville. It's Memorial Day weekend. We've been working on the truck. Oh, I put new lights on. I'll show you some more stuff I did. Picked up this load down in Panama City going up to Wisconsin. Air conditioners. So we gotta do that. This is the driver's lounge. We got Bailey out. They got a car show thing over here. We'll go walk around, look at the cars. And they have a car show, and you can see all the cars lined up down the road. That's downtown down there. And they go all the way down that way. We got Bailey out. We'll try this with walking with her. We're probably going to end up just walking down the side here.
Hey,
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you a question about your dog.
Go ahead.
Me and my wife been thinking about getting a corgi.
Uh-huh. So I was talking to one of the car guys here, and they said they're all in line to get into a venue, which is down there on 15th Street. I thought the car show, this was the car show, but they said they're waiting in line to get in the venue. That little park right across the street right there, that's part of Mercer, and there's actually a piece of metal from the World Trade Center from 9/11 in there. And we walk over there and take a little look. They got the gates locked up on the weekends, but it's kind of a little memorial park. All right, we'll cross over here. See all the cars waiting down there. And they're all lined up down there.
But I mean, well, it depends on if, you know, our parents' health and if our grandbabies
The little wagon there. Look at the little kid's car seat in here. The little kid's car seat. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Good looking little Ford there. I like that. Oh yeah, sure.
I've got 4 corgis.
Oh, okay. So you know you'll get some hair on you there.
Or boy, are you a boy or girl?
Little girl, Bailey.
Hi, how are you? You got a nub. She got the nub. She got the nub. How are you?
Here's the 9/11 Memorial Park there. So if you look, let me see if I can get you through the fence there. If you look there, that's part of the World Trade Center right there, that piece of metal. Pretty interesting. And the way Mercer ended up with that piece of metal is Mercer was contracted to haul some of the metal from the World Trade Center. How you doing? I know. All right, come on. Come on.
And that's where I
Look at this monster here.
I almost should have stayed right there.
All right, we'll head back over to the truck. You can see all the cars lined up. Go back over here to Mercer. Bailey got a little workout. I got a little workout. We're getting ready to head up towards Iowa. So I filled up my water tank. I was walking around checking my lights, and I checked all my lights yesterday, and now I got a headlight out. So might be lucky it's just a loose wire, but I'm going to take all this apart, check it out. The gremlins are running loose in my truck here the last couple of days. the hot rods are moving, going down to the venue. Still messing with this light here. The plug's loose, so I'm gonna work on that. Get it to where it's tight, that way I ain't gotta worry about it. Alright, let's double check everything one more time. We got the headlight fixed. Blinker's working. That's not working. What the? Hang on a second. Oh man. Something's not right. Now I don't have four ways. That was working. But the trailer's not working. That trailer's barely working. Oh man. All right. I already ran down to the parts store and I took the flasher out. Hang on a second. There we go. So this is the old flasher. Let's see. This one's 35 amps and all they had were these here. I think these are 20 amps, but I got two of them. Let's see if it's something simple like the flasher thing. So let me plug it in and see if it works. It goes in there. All right, we made it over here to Walcott, Iowa. We're at the world's largest truck stop. Focus in there. There's Bailey. It has been a rough couple of weeks, and I don't know what that was. Where was I? It's been a rough couple of weeks, and I just don't mean work, trucking, just life in general has been rough to me the last couple of weeks. That's why you haven't seen much of me. Trying to get a reset. I don't mean reset on my logbook, just a reset period. One little thing after another on the truck, but I try not to complain too much. But anyway, it has been a rough couple of weeks. I did get a haircut Friday, so I feel better about that. We're gonna hang out here. Today's Sunday. Monday's Memorial Day, so I wanted to get up here today because the traffic's going to be crazy. We're going to deliver our air conditioners on Tuesday. I loaded these out of Panama City, Florida. And actually this load's supposed to go to Kenosha,
and then over to New Berlin, Wisconsin, and then it's supposed to final out in Davenport. But we're going to unload these backwards. We're going to deliver Davenport, then Kenosha, and then New Berlin. And the reason we're doing that is we're going to be picking up a load of boats going back to Louisville. I got to get a truck inspection, and they won't inspect the truck with a load on the trailer. So I got to go in there with an empty trailer. So I got lucky, got a load going back, right back to Louisville. So we're going to end up in Louisville back on Thursday. That was one reason why I worked on all the lights and everything, because I'm getting ready for inspection. The other thing that happened last weekend was the carrier bearing, and I showed a little bit of that. And I was pretty mad at myself over the carrier bearing. I should have caught that. And the carrier bearing wasn't wore out, it was gone. And but I didn't feel a vibration in the truck. I was talking to a friend of mine. He says, "You didn't feel it?" I said, "No, I didn't feel it." I did hear something, and I probably should have investigated a little bit more, but I didn't know it until I happened to be changing the oil on the generator, and I looked up and I saw what the problem was. But luckily I caught it. Could have been catastrophic because the actual drive shaft was just on the metal bracket for the carrier bearing. If that metal bracket would have failed and the drive shaft dropped, then ain't no telling what it would tear up everything. So I beat myself up pretty good over that I let that get that bad and didn't catch it. So I need to do better for stuff like that. But anyway, I got it fixed. A friend of mine, Brad, me and him fixed it myself. Never done a carrier bearing. University of YouTube helped out, so I watched a lot of videos on how to do it. Oh, let's do one more thing. I got mail, and let me do that real quick. A few months ago, somebody dropped off some diesel additive, and somebody sent me a box of bungees, and I don't think I ever said thank you. So whoever did that, I appreciate it. Thanks. Let me get the mail. Hang on a second. So I got 2 packages. This one came a couple weeks ago. Been carrying it around in the truck. Let me cut this open. Hang on. Somebody sent me some cotter pins in a nice little case. I appreciate that. Let's see, they sent me a card. Let's open that real quick. That kind of made my day right there. From Austin in Maine. Really enjoy your videos. Number 776 when I talked about the cotter pins. So anyway, that is pretty good. I appreciate it, Austin. Thank you. I need to do better about my mail. Nice carrying case. All right, that's from Austin. Let's see. This one came a couple days ago. Let me get this one open. Let me find a card here. This is from Cindy. She was sad to hear about Callie. Remember Callie from years ago, used to ride with me. I thought you and Teresa would enjoy this painting as a remembrance of her. So I'll open that up in a second. But she sent some little doggy biscuits. Bailey knows they're biscuits. So let's see here. Let me open this up here. Oh, that's a great picture of Callie. So that's really nice. See that? That's nice, huh? So that is from Cindy. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It makes my day. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you. All right, we'll end today's video. It's actually been a couple weeks since I put a video out. But like I said, life's been rough. So it's the beginning of a new month. We got a couple more days of this month. We'll go down Louisville, get our truck inspected, pass that, and then get going, start again. So once again, for everybody, thanks for watching. Thank you for the gifts. I really appreciate it. I know you guys look forward to the videos. I try my best to put them out as much as I can. And I need to do a better job of making more. Bailey's been a good girl. So having Bailey around, she's a good stress ball to get rid of bad stress or whatever. I don't know how to say it. She's a good stress reliever, having her around. Look at his hair. I did clean the truck out a couple days ago. I got Bailey hair everywhere. Anyway. All right. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate you watching. Talk to you later. Bye.